The next level I will be remaking for my upcoming Demons next is Exasperation by thycket. So, when I started this, I honestly thought it was going to be easy, and for once, in one of these level series, it didn't take me long, and it was relatively easy. There was nothing I had to fully redo. There was no struggles I had. I just had really a good time building Exasperation. So, this was voted on the UOL Discord server, so just join in the description if you want to vote on polls for what next levels I should be recreating. And finally, before I begin, I just want to say, if you don't know what this is a level series dedicated to improving my decoration styles by remaking as many upcoming extreme demons as I can. And this is episode 3. There's a playlist on my channel, so go check that out if you want to. So, for the first thing we have to do is gameplay. The first part of gameplay I decided to make was the weird question mark white circle type orb memory maze, which I don't really know why that's in the original level, but it's really iconic, so I tried to recreate best I could. The gameplay is quite easy, but there are some secret hidden timings in it that are invisible, so hopefully that isn't too big of a deal for future players, but I don't know. For the second part of the gameplay, I just built that one iconic hard wave section that Zoink always struggles with, and apparently has only passed like 7 times or something. I don't know why I thought of building that. I don't know. It's just fun, okay? And finally, the last part that I made was just some simple double-click timings and that one very iconic upside-down ship and wave spam gameplay with the spikes. So, now that we have the gameplay done, I want to start with decoration. So basically, I slapped a bunch of foreground objects over these white circle memory maze part. I had a simple background, which is some simple, like these space tech type blocks. They just move a little bit, and the white circles, they just move down a little bit, just for extra memory, I guess. Doesn't really confuse people though, so all in all, this section was quite easy. It only took me around 30 minutes to complete, especially with the transition. I had errors with that, so I had to fix all of those. Alright, so now that this first part was done, we need to move on to the wave part, which I was not really excited about, but I mean, after just putting some more structuring in it, I think that it was about to be a bit more fun to decorate than the first part. So I just, grab some simple 2.0 styled blocks usually, and then just decorate the inside structures while also filling up space in the outside structures. I had some small effects like the metal blocks going down, arrows, fake spikes, even a misty sort of haze over it all, and then a lot of more foreground stuff, and even a simple background. Honestly, I think it turned out pretty okay. It reminds me of the decorated version of Exasperation, especially the wave part, which I was trying to base mine off of, so I hope it did well there. And now, finally, it was time for the third part and last part. So I really want to make this kind of epileptic. So I know after this I was going to slap a bunch of effects on it, so I didn't want to overdo with the block designs and such. But still, I used a lot of the 2.0 block designs and made them pulse rapidly, just so it felt more intense. I also added some of the white spikes, and they will pulse later on. The misty haze, copy-pasted foreground I added as well, and the background I just added more of these brick blocks. But other than that, it was kind of just like the first part, but much more intense. Finally, for these spikes and last wave, I just slapped a bunch of effects over it, pretty much everything that we've ever done, but pulsing rapidly, so it just looks really intense. I'm gonna add shakes once the level is fully done, so it'll feel way more intense then. I just wanted to capture the feeling of the original Exasperation here, and I think I did it pretty well. Now, with all of this done, I'm pretty happy with how this part turned out. It only took me about 3.5 hours as well, which is the fastest part I used to build, and it might be my favorite. Just kidding, Eternalize my favorite, mainly because I spent 13.5 hours on that one. Wow, speaking of which, I recently hit 24 hours on the level, so, you know, I've spent 24 hours building this level. Why? I don't know, but we're going to continue the series. I also added some changes to the first parts, like just fixing some move triggers and stuff. And now here is the full showcase of the level so far. Now that Exasperation is done, I'm actually having a lot of fun building this level right now. So, I already started the poll. So, the next level I will be recreating is